As you enter our garden, you see this beautiful lemon tree which is bearing some large lemons at the moment. The sun has come out, it's glorious. And this is the best part of our garden, where the herb box is flourishing and things have been neatened and tidied up. This is a part of our garden that you won't see if you come to my house. But I wanted to film this encouragement clip here today because this is where that lemon tree starts. And it's a reminder of the humus, where we get our word humility from, the humble soil that you and I are made out of. Seeing that humus, that humble dirt that you and I are created from, reminds me of Jesus' words to his disciples when he says to them, I'm the vine and you are the branches, and apart from me you can do nothing. It's been reassuring for me during this time of lockdown, when I found at times that I've wanted to kick into self-protection. First time I went to the shops, I was so aware of this person and their child encroaching on my 1.5 meters space as I was standing in line to pay for something, that I was tempted to turn around and make a sarcastic remark, and I'm glad I didn't, because I've become more aware each time I do go out that people are really hurting and confused, and that it's a wonderful opportunity just to be able to maybe say something that will cheer them up, or give them something that will help them through their day. And so Jesus tells us that his Father is the vine dresser, and that he cuts away those dead branches that don't bear fruit. And there's a grace in that. God takes these dead branches of our heart so that sunlight and more nutrient might come to those branches that really need it and that are bearing fruit. And even the branches that are bearing fruit, Jesus says his Father comes to prune them that they might bear more fruit. I'm told that when a plant is aware that it's about to be cut, it sends out distress signals, and the sap and that rushes to defend itself and to create a stronger branch so that it might even bear greater fruit, so that it's got a greater chance of survival. And when Jesus goes on in this passage to tell his disciples that we are to bear much fruit so that his Father might be glorified, and so we show to be his disciples. As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you'll abide in my love, just as I kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things I've spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. And so Jesus wants us to be aware of areas of our lives, dead branches that need to be cut out, like self-protection or self-preservation. Just where I also became so aware that possible reduction in income, needing to cut down on all expenses, needing to be prepared for any emergencies. And so while those things are helpful, and we do need to be self-protective, and do need to do our best in trimming our finances, at the same time, what Jesus is speaking about here is this love that can flow from our hearts, the self-denying of these things that we're protective of, so that we might see others touched by this love that he wants to see bear much fruit in our lives. And so there's a scripture that says, the righteous give without sparing, and I read that a few weeks ago, and I was also just convicted in my heart that this is an incredible time and opportunity to be generous with whatever resources we do have, and that we can be a people that just are trusting in God's life flow, that without him we can do nothing, and that he's wanting to see us bear much fruit. So I hope that encourages you today, and that you have a good week where you are embracing the heavenly shears that come to prune away those parts of your life that we need to give up, and also those parts where you're doing great, that there might just be much more fruit. Okay, cheers.